Today we're learning to comprehend a fiction text. The text we're looking at is called Hide and Seek. The text we're going to read follows two children called Lucy and Charlie. They go to a house on Dartmoor that their grandpa has left for them, and they go and play hide and seek inside it. If you would like to read the full text, look in the comments. So instead of reading the whole text to you, I'm going to read excerpts that relate to the question. The first one is, Grandpa Joe had left us his manor house up on Dartmoor. A fine old house it was, looming over the moorland like a sombre statue. So question 1, what impression do we get of the house from the word looming in this sentence? A fine old house it was, looming over the moorland like a sombre statue. A, the house was tiny, B, the house was tilted, or C, the house was very large. So the word looming means very large. So the answer is C, the house was very large. So well done. Now here's the next excerpt that will help you with the next question. I got Charlie to start counting to 100, although I was not sure he could really count that high. I ran off in one direction, being sure to stomp as loudly as I could, and then quietly crept back the other way to misguide him. I knew an old house like this would be sure to have a large attic, full of dusty ancient objects that would serve as perfect hiding places. I climbed up the grand staircase, hoping to reach it. I flew past many faces upon the wall, disapprovingly watching me as I pranced past. So question 2 is, I flew past many faces upon the wall, disapprovingly watching me as I pranced past. What is meant by many faces upon the wall? So pause the video now and have a go. The faces on the wall are portraits, which are pictures of people. Question 3. I ran off in one direction, being sure to stomp as loudly as I could, and then quietly crept back the other way to misguide him. What is Lucy doing here, and how does she hope it will affect Charlie? Lucy is pretending to go a different way to the one that she did go, and the effect she hopes it will have on Charlie is that she hopes that Charlie will get confused and go the way she stomped, so it will take him longer to find her. So now you're going to have a brain break, so pause the video now and go and have some fidget time. Question 4. Look at the paragraph starting, "It was a spooky sight." Write 3 pieces of evidence to show that the attic was not clean. So I'm going to read you both paragraphs so you understand what's going on, but you need to look at those 3 pieces of evidence that show the attic was not clean from when I'm reading "It was a spooky sight." So, at last I found a rickety old wooden staircase leading right up to the ceiling. As I climbed it, one of the steps fell through and I almost slipped. Holding tight with my hands, I managed to pull myself up to the next one. I pushed the attic entrance, which seemed stuck fast with mould and decay, and pulled myself through. It was a spooky sight. Furniture cluttered up the area everywhere, so much that I could hardly move against the tangle of chair legs and old cushions. I decided that this would be a perfect place to hide, and settled in next to a pile of cushions I was sure had been chewed by mice. So which 3 pieces of evidence show you that the attic was not clean from the paragraph starting, "It was a spooky sight"? So pause the video now and have a go. So you could have chosen any 3 pieces of evidence from furniture cluttered up the area, I could hardly move against the tangle of chair legs and old cushions, a pile of cushions I was sure had been chewed by mice, tiny yellowed window, or a tangle of old furniture. So now I'm going to read you the next excerpt, which will help you with the next 2 questions. Feel free to come back to this point if you forget. I took the room in. One tiny yellowed window let a shard of light through into the attic, illuminating a patch of bare wood flooring beyond the tangle of old furniture. Upon the floor was a row of neat, clean, perfect toys. There was a tiny wooden train carriage, a little rabbit doll in a dress, and a little wooden spinner. "Lucy!" I heard Charlie scream. "Where are you?" I giggled to myself, knowing he would never find me here. "I can hear you laughing," he shouted. "You must be up there in the attic." What does "I took the room in" mean? Is it A, Lucy ate the room, B, Lucy put the room inside her, or C, Lucy looked around the room and thought about what she saw? So pause the video now and have a go. The answer is C. Lucy looked around the room and thought about what she saw. How did Charlie know Lucy was in the attic? Give one piece of evidence. So pause the video now and have a go. So how did Charlie know that Lucy was in the attic? For 2 marks, you needed to use evidence from the text. For example, saying, "It says, I can hear you laughing," he shouted. "You must be up there in the attic." That would have given you 2 marks. If you said Charlie could hear Lucy laughing, then that's 1 mark, because you haven't used the exact evidence from the text. So well done. If you'd like more free, very detailed tutorials that are fun and engaging and useful for a wide variety of people, then please subscribe.